Hi everybody, it is time for our read aloud. And if you remember yesterday, we did a picture walk of this book, Too Many Carrots. And the author and the illustrator was Katie Hudson, and we can find all of that information on the front cover. And then we looked at the back cover of the book, and it has a picture and it has some words on there. It says, too many carrots? No such thing, at least according to Rabbit. So yesterday for our picture walk, we made some predictions about what we thought this book was going to be about. When we looked at the cover, we also, as we were going through the book, made guesses about what was happening. So we told the story based on what we saw in the pictures. So today we're going to do a read aloud, and we're actually going to read the story, read all the words. So here is the title page. It's got our title again, Too Many Carrots, and our author. Here is our dedication page, and I think I showed you this yesterday, but it says the dedication in the little sign here. It says, for my fiance. And then there is a lot to see here, and one of the things that I notice is a list. It says to do, and the first thing on the list says eat carrots. The second thing says plant carrots. The third says collect carrots, and the fourth says eat carrots. So that looks like that might be the list of things that the rabbit has to do for the day. And there's lots of other things too. Here is a little planter that says property of rabbit. That means this and all those carrots belong to the rabbit. And then here's a sign that says keep calm and carrot on. And here's a banner up here that says carrot. I heart carrots. Team Carrot. Do you think this rabbit likes carrots? I think that he does. Or she. All right, so here's where I start reading, right here. And again, you have this book. You can follow right along with me so you can see all of the pictures nice and close up. So here's where I start reading, right here. Rabbit loved carrots. He collected them wherever he went. And I see a couple signs in this garden. Right here, it says no trespassing. That means nobody can go in that garden. And look at there. There's a sign with a picture of a bunny with it crossed off. That means no bunnies. And then here's a sign that looks like some road signs or arrows. And this top one says river, and this one says woods. So I wonder which way the rabbit is going to go. Rabbit was proud of his collection and burrowed it away in his cozy hole. But Rabbit had a problem. A big problem. I wonder if you can guess what that problem might be. It looks like the rabbit is trying to push all of those carrots inside of his house, and it doesn't look like they're fitting. I think that sounds like a problem. He couldn't sleep. His cozy hole was too crowded to live in. And can you say the word crowded? Crowded. Crowded means that there's too much for one space, so something doesn't fit if it's crowded. So his home is too crowded because there are too many carrots in there. They don't fit. And he's got a lot of signs. He's got a sign here that says the burrow. That must be what he calls his house. And then all these little signs say carrot, 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 carrot. They all say carrot. I need a place to sleep, Rabbit told Tortoise. You could share my house, Tortoise offered. How kind of Tortoise to offer his home. It looks cozy and snug, Rabbit said. Maybe it's a little too snug for two, suggested Tortoise. Not at all, said Rabbit. And look at that. This is one of my favorite pictures of the whole book. So here, Rabbit is trying to squeeze inside of Tortoise's home. And if you can notice, a tortoise lives inside a shell. So Rabbit went inside his shell with him. That's so silly. And what do you see? What do you notice that's coming out of his shell? Rabbit made sure that he didn't forget his carrots. Here they go. They're tumbling. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Ouch. Ah! Crash. What do you notice? Tortoise has a cracked shell. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, perhaps we can stay in Bird's nest, said Rabbit. My nest is quite small, Rabbit, said Bird. I'm sure we will all fit, replied Rabbit. Rabbit hauled all his carrots up the tree. Whoa, groaned Tortoise as Bird and the branch wobbled and swayed. So there they are, Rabbit's hauling all of his carrots up to the nest. And there they are, all trying to go into Bird's nest together. I wonder what's going to happen next. So if they all, Rabbit, Tortoise, and Bird, and all of Rabbit's carrots try to go in this little tiny nest at the end of this branch, can you make a prediction about what you think might happen? And snapped. Crash. I'm so sorry, Bird. Now 3 of us don't have a place to sleep, said Rabbit. You can sleep in my house, offered Squirrel. Oh, thank you, Squirrel. How kind of you, said Rabbit. And there's a sign on Squirrel's house. It says, the trunk. Must be what he calls his house. Wow, Rabbit has some very kind friends who, when he doesn't have a home, they offer him a place to stay. I don't think any more carrots will fit, Rabbit, said Squirrel. Just a few more, Rabbit replied. Uh-oh, whimpered Tortoise, Bird, and Squirrel. What do you think's going to happen? Can you make another prediction? This tree looks a little crowded. There's that word again. Remember, too much for the space. There's too many carrots in there for that space. It's crowded. Oh, look at this. Creak, crack, crash. Oh no. Now Squirrel's house. It cracked and broke. Now 4 of us don't have anywhere to sleep, grumbled Squirrel. You can sleep at my house, called Beaver. It has plenty of space. Great, I can bring even more carrots, Rabbit said with a smile. But with all your carrots, we can't fit inside, said Beaver, a bit bewildered. Just then the rain started. Tortoise shivered, Bird whimpered, Squirrel squeaked. So the bird whimpered. Can you say whimper? Let's say it together. Whimper. That is when something makes a noise when they are scared or hurt. So let's say that word again. Whimper. So a whimper is like, can you make that noise with me? Let's whimper together. I've heard my dog whimper before. He makes that noise when he's scared or if he gets hurt. I've heard him whimper before. But with all your carrots, we can't fit in. Oh, I already read that part. Whoops. I'll go on to the next page. And Beaver heard a terrible rumble as his house collapsed. That means it fell in on itself. It fell down. Oh no, my house, yelled Beaver. Oh no, my carrots, cried Rabbit. I'm starting to notice that Rabbit really only seems to care about his carrots. He doesn't seem to feel too bad that he's ruining all his friends' homes. He's just worried about his carrots. Ah! Look at that. They're trying to hold on to all of they can in Beaver's home while they're getting washed down the river. And here's another crash. The friends groaned as they were swept up onto the riverbank. So everything crashed in to the land on the side of the river. Rabbit felt terrible. His friends were cold, tired, and homeless, and it was all his fault. Even worse, Rabbit still had all of his carrots and his house. And that's when he realized there was only one thing to do. ... I wonder what it could be. What do you think Rabbit could do? His friends don't have a home anymore. He has all those carrots, and his home is still standing. What do you think he could do, or what should he do? I want you to take a second, and I want you to talk to someone who's around you. And if you have an idea about what you think Rabbit should do, I want you to tell somebody. And here is what Rabbit decided to do. He decided to share everything with his friends. After all, carrots weren't for collecting. They were for sharing. Look at that. He's sharing all of his carrots with his friends. And sharing made everything better. So he not only shared his carrots with all of his friends, but he shared his home too. So I think maybe Rabbit realized that it wasn't really the carrots that were important. It was his friends. All right, so we're going to work with this book again tomorrow and on Thursday. So make sure when you come to your read aloud, you bring this book with you. Okay, we'll see you later.